Good morning! It's now my final day in Disneyland Paris, which is so sad to say, but we've still got lots of Christmassy things to do. Today I've had a bit of a later start because my flight's not till 8:30 tonight, so I know I'd have a very, very long day. So I was like, we'll just wake up when we wake up, get to the parks when we get to the parks. I'm going to be able to do all of the things I didn't get to do yesterday because the weather is supposed to be looking good today, which is fantastic. But first I'm going to go check out some things in the hotel because I haven't been to the shop yet, and I think I'm going to try and use the luggage express. I think now if you just do it one way it's €10, and that saves me going to the train station myself and using their luggage, which is fantastic, and it's super cheap. But this will just be easier because I can leave it at the hotel, pick it up later, and it'll be absolutely fine. So let's go do that and start our amazing Disney Christmas day. So I came down to the reception area, and first I actually went to the luggage place itself, and they just gave me a normal tag, and I thought, oh, I don't think this is the luggage express one. So I spoke to them and like, oh, actually you need to go to the concierge to buy that and come back and we'll put the tag on your bag, which is exactly what I've done. So just be aware, because if you go and you get the normal tag without realising, when you go to collect at the train station, there will not be a bag there for you. And then you might not have enough time to get back to the hotel to collect your bag and get back to the train station. So just be aware of that. And it was easy to do. It's €10, so I could just now collect it. Later on, the tag itself does say Magical Express on it, or the Luggage Express, so you know that it is the official one. So I'm going to go and have a little look in the shop now and have my last little look at the lovely hotel. I didn't actually spend any time at the bar here, but it's so pretty with all the lights outside. And then you have this giant fireplace, which this hotel is perfect for winter. It's so amazing. But first up, let's go and have a look in the shop and see if there's anything in here that's maybe specific to this hotel. Of course, we've got lots of Zootropolis merch, as this is just about to come out, which I'm very excited to see. They also have lots of warm weather wear, and I've seen a lot of people with this hat, and it's so cute. Oh, do I make a last minute purchase? Because I have not seen this anywhere else. You also have things like magnets and key rings if you're looking for a little keepsake. We have sweets that you can take home. Of course, we have a little plush mountain. I'm still obsessed with these Tokyo ones. They're so nice. And there is a whole Christmas section, which is lovely because it is the season. It's just nice and spacious in here, and it's a lot calmer than the rest of the shops that you will go in at Disney. So it's just really nice to get a proper look at everything and not be like fighting other people to have a little look. Still love Winnie in his Christmas jumper. You also have like toys and kids clothing, some pins, and you can actually get things like drinks and stuff if you haven't been able to get them anywhere else. I'll give you a little look. They are more expensive, obviously, for the convenience, but I always go to the relay shop and avoid it, which is great. But if we come around here, we've got lots of pins, which is so exciting. But I can't see any resort-specific merch. Some hotels do have that. Oh, saying that, here we go. We found a little mug. That's very cute. And they also have like an espresso mug as well. And right opposite is the character meet location. They meet here from 8:15 in the morning until 11 PM, and it's max, and you get a really fun backdrop as well. But I could have my final little look at the lovely hotel before heading to the parks. I have loved staying here. It's all festive. This has been such an amazing hotel, and I can't believe I've put it off for so long. It's probably one of my favourites now, and it's great because, like I say, it's like the moderate level, so the price is quite good, but it's so close to like the Art of Marvel Hotel that you're getting that benefit of being so close to the parks in Disney Village, because it's only like an extra 2-minute walk, which is incredible. It's so cosy. For a winter stay, it's absolutely perfect. So I've loved my time here, so it's very sad to leave. It's actually quite nice to get outside though, because I decided to wear a fleece today, and it's lovely and soft and cosy. However, indoors it is so hot, and I'm having to carry my coat, and I'm like, maybe this was a bad decision. No, I did bring a t-shirt with me, so I can always just change into a t-shirt and then put the coat on, which would probably be the sensible decision. But I'm like, I just like how this looks, so I'm hoping once we get outside for a bit, maybe we'll cool down and we'll be like, this is an okay decision. But I also brought the t-shirt because it's going to be very necessary, because if you've ever been to Charles de Gaulle Airport, it's one of the hottest places on earth. I don't know why it's so hot inside, but once I get to the airport, I definitely will change, because yeah, it's impossible to wear this. In fact, I think I'll probably change before, because I can't even imagine stepping foot into the Charles de Gaulle Airport with this on. So if you haven't been and you're going to be flying from there, just be aware put layers on, because you'll be so hot in the terminal. The great news is the weather has completely changed. There is no rain. It's supposed to be dry today and the sun is out. We've got blue skies, so it's amazing. On the walk to the park, I'm nearly at the bit where there's the main security, and there is so many people queuing up to get in, and it's now gone 10 o'clock, so it's not like the morning rush. So I feel like today is going to be a very busy day. It's weird because it's a random Wednesday in November. However, today the main focus is the things I didn't get to do yesterday. So there's quite a few shows that I want to see to do with Christmas. So anything else that we get to do is a bonus. But if I get to see those shows that I missed out on, I'll be so excited. The things I definitely want to try and do is Let's Sing Christmas. Yesterday we missed out on that because you would have to queue in the rain. I was like, I don't fancy that. And Mrs Claus, her little show at the front of the park, which I'm hoping to catch as we enter. So that should be wonderful. Then there's a princess show, there's an Aurora show, and then there's also the one we missed yesterday. However, the timing for the Christmas, I don't really know what it was called, the Christmas welcome, something. The one that was supposed to sit at the front of the park that got cancelled, and the princess show are 15 minutes apart, and I don't think you'd get a good enough space to see the princess show if you watched the other one. So I think I'm going to have to pick or choose, which is a shame, but they're both going to be amazing, so it doesn't really matter. And we've just been lucky that today the weather's perked up so much, so we should be able to fit a lot in. The entrance always looks amazing, but even more stunning when it is sunny out and you have the sunshine and the pink. It's just amazing. The first time this trip that I've had to queue to get into the park. Always such a wonderful entry into the park where you see Happy Holidays. It's just so cute. So since I've been here in Disneyland Paris, there has been lots of exciting updates. Of course, we found out when World of Frozen is opening, 29th of March 2026. We also found out loads more details about Adventure Way, the rides, the shows, the nighttime show, the merchandise, which is very, very exciting. I think it's going to be amazing when everything is finally open for us to experience. And then yesterday we also had an update about annual passes. So with the World of Frozen opening, annual passes of course are going up. So the gold, which is the top tier, is going up by €100, which is huge. They've also created an extra tier. We did have bronze, silver and gold. Now bronze has two tiers. One where you can only enter one park, and the other one you can enter both parks. So if you are thinking about getting an annual pass, do have a check to see which one works for you. They do have some blackout dates on the bronze and silver tier, so do check that you're not planning to visit during those, and you can see what benefits you get. Typically, there's not many benefits left, honestly. You might get some discount in shops if you have the silver and gold. Everyone gets free parking, so if you were to drive, that would be beneficial. The top tier does include photo pass. So there are some things, but of course, when a brand new section of a park is opening, that will impact the prices of everything. We'd already seen hotel prices had gone up next year, which was to be expected. So this is just something else to contend with, but it will be very exciting to go and finally see it after 7 years of waiting. I can't wait, and it looks really, really pretty. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited for the nighttime show. I think that's going to be really, really spectacular. The Olaf animatronic looks amazing. So yeah, it's been wonderful to be here when they've been announcing all of this. I have scouted out a spot to see Mrs Claus. It kind of really reminds me of when they had Mary Poppins here for the music festival season. So I think she comes along, there might be some music and you can kind of interact with her, which is fun. It's not like an official meet and greet, but I really like it because she gets to interact with a lot of people very quickly. So I'm very excited to see that. Also another update, I'm feeling much better than yesterday, which was good because I was getting worried. But that's great. I've got a bit of a headache. We've taken some tablets and we're pushing through. The Disney festive spirit will carry us through the day. And yeah, I'm just very excited for the show, and this one's great because it actually starts quite early in the morning and goes on till about mid-afternoon. There's quite a few shows, but it's great because when you're entering the park you can kind of time it with seeing this show, and then the rest of the shows start in the afternoon and you can kind of work your way through them, which is fantastic. Something I love about the Christmas tree is the longer you look at it, the more Disney things you find. So at first it doesn't look very Disney, but then you can see Mickey and Minnie and Goofy on a sleigh, then there's Mickey on his own, there's Mickey gingerbreads, Mickey peppermint like shaped Mickey. So it's so fun to kind of be like trying to find all of the Disney details in it. Whenever they do the snow on Main Street, it is never any less impressive, although I'm now getting in my eyes and my mouth, so maybe that's a lot, but it's so cute and so much fun. And it's like these little touches that I think Disney do so well. Like, they think about absolutely everything, and everyone just stops and is like, oh my god, it's happening, which is lovely. I've got the snowy nose.
Réservez le meilleur des accueils. Mrs Claus is on her way.
Hello everyone. Okay. Oh, I'm good too. Thanks for coming to meet me. Hello. Oh. J'aime beaucoup. Mi-humain, mi-lapin. Il y a beaucoup de... Au pôle Nord, on a plein de choses, vous savez, les lutins, mais les mi-lutins, les mi-frères, on en a plein de créatures fantastiques, les gens ne savent pas. Puis les ours polaires, bien sûr, j'adore. Ils mangent mes cookies, ils sont tout doux et tout gentils, en vérité, ouais. It's my first visit here.
It's wonderful. It's amazing, isn't it? There's nowhere more festive.
No, it's incredible.
That was so wonderful, and it's so nice because she comes up and speaks to everyone. You have a little moment with her. We took an elfie, not a selfie, which is incredible. And I think that works so well because characters like that are so popular. So to kind of everyone get a little chance to have an interaction in a photo is so perfect. So that was amazing. So now I'm actually going to head and have some lunch. I've been trying to plan out my day in my head. So I think I know what I'm doing. I'm going to have lunch, the princess show. I think I'm then going to try and catch Aurora. Let's Sing Christmas. And then it'll be time for dinner before leaving. But it's just very exciting to know that it's all Christmassy today. And they actually, every now and then on Main Street, will have like this musical interlude with the snow and everything. And it's amazing. And then of course at night you have the projections. Like, it's so good. If there's only one time of the year you could visit, I would really recommend Christmas because this really is the time that Disneyland Paris shines the most. I'm genuinely so excited that I've met Santa and Mrs Claus. It's like Christmas goals achieved, which is amazing. And she was saying that it's her first time that she's been here because this is the first year that they're doing this with Mrs Claus. But I do think it will keep coming back because it's so fantastic. And that is something that I do like with Disney, is they will try things out. And things that become popular will stay. It's like earlier this year when they had the unlucky nugget. I'm almost certain that has to come back next year because it was so popular. I've never seen that restaurant so full, and it was like that the whole season. So that's definitely going to be coming back, I would imagine. So I just love when they try new things out, see what works, and if people like it, hopefully it will keep coming back. But now I'm going to cut through the castle and head into Fantasyland to go get some food. Let's be honest, if you've seen my videos before, you know where I'm going. There's no, is she? Will she go there? Won't she? We know she's going. Something that I do really appreciate about Disneyland Paris is the variety of vegan options on display, because of course you do have things like burgers and nuggets, traditional theme park fare, but the fact that last night I had an amazing curry, you can also get burritos, you can get chakalaka, which is this amazing African stew. It's nice that there's options, so you don't have to feel like you're just eating fast food all the time. I think that's so nice because, you know, it's only the past couple of years that Disneyland Paris has had vegan options, and there are some really fantastic ones. So it's quite exciting now when you're like, okay, I know I really like this dish and I'm going to have it whenever you visit. So I do appreciate that a lot, and it means that each day you've got some variety and you're mixing things up, which I think is great. Did you guess it? We're going into Toad Hall. I keep coming in because occasionally they do sometimes have the vegan fish on the menu, but if not, the nuggets are so good. So let's go get some nice food and warm up a bit. Hello, Mr. Toad. I love that even in Toad Hall they have a Christmas tree up, so literally everywhere is festive. These are the terminals that you can pay at if you want to pay yourself, and of course you can pay at the cashier, and then right behind is where you collect your order. I'm eating in a different room today and I'm obsessed with the Mr. Toad wallpaper. It's incredible. So no vegan fish today, but the nuggets are amazing. So very excited to eat these, and you get the vegan tartar sauce, which most places have started serving actually, which is great news because it's really nice, and I'm so ready for a meal. Always such a joy to go to Total, always a good meal. Love the decor, I'm obsessed. Every time I go there I'm obsessed. And I've now found the Total Mr. Toad wallpaper. And just curious for a friend, if anyone knows where you can get that. It's amazing. Now, I actually think I'm going to go on the train, because yesterday it was something I was thinking about doing. Didn't get round to it, and at the moment the ride wait times are very, very, very long. Even the teacups has a 15-minute wait, which is not a long wait, but I've never ever queued for the teacups ever. I think I've always got on to the next one. So I think I'm going to have a little journey around the park. I haven't been on the train for ages, and it's always one of my favourite things to do. Now I'm going to go to Frontierland, which is the trick, because the wait currently at the Main Street station is 40 minutes. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to go to the Frontierland station, which is just 10. You're going to save yourself so much time, and you're allowed to do one full loop. They won't let you do more than that though, so just be aware if you're going to go on it. The maximum you can do is the full loop. We're going to go have a little look, and then once I get off of that, it should be time to go for our next show. I always think it's funny because I try and pick dates where I think it's going to be quieter to visit, and like midweek is typically quite good. But it's always funny when you've kind of been spoiled with like a 15-minute wait for Big Thunder and like walk on for everything else. When suddenly like Pirates is a 25-minute wait, Big Thunder is an hour, and you're just like, what's happening here? But what's great is it's still not like as it would be high season. The waits still aren't terrible, but because you've been spoiled, we're just like, sorry, I'm gonna have to stand in a queue now. What's this about? I didn't sign up for this. Which obviously, if you go to Disney, you definitely are signing up to stand in queues. But I think I'm gonna go on the train, but get off at Main Street, because it'll give me a little bit more time to get to the show. It's cutting it kind of fine. However, I hate the idea of going, I want to see this show, so for the next like 50 minutes, I won't do anything apart from wait. So I'm like, we'll fit something in, and then if we don't get the best prime spot, it's not a problem. We'll make it work. We'll see what happens. And we're now already almost at the Frontierland station. I think what's great about it is, like, mere minutes it has taken to get here. Probably 5 minutes from Fantasyland, which I think is amazing, and that's something that's so nice about Disneyland Paris being smaller. And like I say, it's both a blessing and a curse, because the great thing is everything's quick. So if you think, oh, I'll just pop over here and do this, and then, oh, I'll go and do that, you can. However, you end up walking a lot because of it. So I think yesterday I ended up doing like 4 laps of the park and then some zigzagging, and you're like, oh yeah, like there's a reason why my feet are hurting at the end of the day. I have to say as well though, I normally wear Crocs. I found they work better for me. This trip, because I knew it was going to be raining, I thought I'll go with trainers, and they're definitely not as comfortable. They're not uncomfortable, but by the end of the day my feet are hurting. So I think it's because your feet are more like rigidly in place, whereas Crocs, you have freedom, delicious freedom. So yeah, it's nice to visit when you can wear Crocs, because they make a difference. I think it just depends on your feet. It's taken me many years to work out what works for me, and some people Crocs would be a nightmare. But no, they're glorious, I love them.
Sécurité, merci de rester correctement assis durant tout le trajet, avec vos bras, vos mains, vos têtes et vos affaires à l'intérieur du train.
I love that you get to go inside Pirates of the Caribbean on the train, it's so much fun. I love that at this station they've got adverts up for Lounge Lightspeed. It was only here briefly, but it even had like a price list, which is really, really funny. It gives you an idea of what's in this land, like posters for the things that you can experience, which is really, really fun. And of course, you also then get an amazing view of Space Mountain in a minute. So that's something I like about the train. You get to see the park from a different viewpoint, which is great. What's really interesting is these are actually working steam trains, so every couple of laps at the Frontierland station they will have to fill up with some more water, so there's a little bit of a break, but yeah, I think that's so interesting. there are big crowds in the Main Street Hub for the show that I missed out on yesterday due to the rain. However, the Princess show starts in 15 minutes, so I think we're going to try and get a spot for that. So I'm going to kind of cut down an arcade and get there a bit quicker. That is one of the great benefits of coming here more often, as you know, the shortcuts, the way to beat the crowds when there's parades or shows on. And these arcades are such a lifesaver. So we're going to hop into here, run straight down, not run, don't run, just walk casually. And then go to the castle hub, and I would imagine there's probably already going to be quite a big crowd there because the princesses are so popular. And like I say, outside of the Princess Pavilion, which now is a virtual queue, so if you miss out on it, you can't meet them, or doing character dining, there's not many places you could see princesses. Obviously in parades and things like that, and at the Disneyland Hotel. Now they have started doing restricted hours for people who aren't staying at Disney hotels to go in. I think it's probably because a lot of people are going to see the princesses, but I feel like the solution to that is just have more princesses in the park. So this sort of show in the festive season is absolutely perfect for that. So yeah, I'm very excited. And the lovely couple I was speaking to yesterday at Auberge de Cendrillon had already seen this, and they were asking who my favourite princesses are. And I said, oh, Snow White and Tiana. And they were like, we've got the perfect spot for you to stand because they're both going to be in this area during that show. And I was like, oh, perfect. So thank you for that tip. And I'm going to go stand there now. I can see a crowd has already formed, but we'll just see where we can get a spot. And maybe I'll stand here. I never stand here for the parade, but I could actually be right next to one of the stages and a castle view, so maybe we'll do this. Normally I would go into kind of the middle part of the castle hub and stand on the stage closer to the castle, but this has like an amazing view of the castle in the background, which is what I always like, so I'll show you the view. And I can't believe I managed just to walk up and get it. What a pretty view. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and the characters do tend to move between stages, so you should see a few different people here. A very cute show, and it was amazing at the end that I hopped onto the other side of the road and got to see them as they drove off in their carriages. And I do think being closer to the first stage would have been a bit better, but I do love how they all swap between the stages, so you get to see multiple people and each side has different princesses. So I had Jasmine, Rapunzel, Snow White and Tiana, and on the other side you had Mulan, which was amazing because you don't really see her that much, and she was in the parade as well, which was exciting. You had Cinderella, I can't remember who else, but there were lots of people and it was great that they kind of incorporated their songs, and in total I think there was like 8 princesses out, which is amazing, and you don't ever really see that many all at once, which is wonderful. So that was so worthwhile, and I'm going to head now into Discoveryland because I think I'm going to go see Let's Sing Christmas. I did put a poll on Instagram and people were like, see the parade again. and I think that's probably right, because I think the Aurora show is going to be quite short. So to get to see the parade again, but maybe from the castle this time and see it from a different angle, see what that is like, will be amazing. So let's go and get ready for Let's Sing Christmas, which I'm so excited for. There's still a bit of a wait, so I might find somewhere to sit down to rest my feet before I then get in the queue for that. I think they did say they let you in about 20 minutes before the show starts, but I think you will need to start queuing before that, so let's go see.
How wonderful to see you all!
Quelle joie de vous retrouver.
Let's celebrate!
Chantons tous ensemble.
Every voice in the world is singing fa-la-la-la, fa-la-la-la-la. Every bell in the world is ringing fa-la-la, fa-la-la. Every twinkle, every sparkle is a sign of sprightly magic, a feeling in the air that says they're here, there, and everywhere.
Surprise! Vous ne m'attendiez pas, n'est-ce pas? Oh, je suis très heureux d'être parmi vous aujourd'hui, surtout lorsque l'on chante Noël. Où en étiez-vous?
Well, Mickey, we were about to sing the second number.
Oui, d'ailleurs, Mickey, peut-être pourrais-tu nous aider?
Vous aider?
Oh, please, Mickey, could you help us?
Quelle bonne idée! Alors, tout le monde en place! Noël est mon moment préféré de l'année. Maestro, musique!
You're right, Mickey. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Season of all, there'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago.
It's the most wonderful time.
There'll be much
There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts filling, loving our love hearts are here.
It's the most wonderful, wonderful
c'est Noël, la saison des surprises. J'ai envie de chanter Noël à la française. Et ce vent me donne une idée. Avec moi.
Vive le vent, vive le vent, vive le vent d'hiver. Qui s'en va, c'est en soufflant quand les vents s'apparaissent.
Santa Claus is coming to town!
Mais oui, petit Papa Noël. Petit Papa Noël, quand tu descendras du ciel, avec tes jouets variés, n'oublie pas ton petit soulier. Merci, je me suis amusée comme une vache.
C'était super, j'ai adoré.
Mais une surprise n'arrive jamais seule. Minnie?
Hello. Oh, hello. Ma chère Minnie, ma surprise est prête? Surprise. Ah, je me doute bien que tu m'en prépares une.
Merveilleuse Minnie.
Everybody ready?
I wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is you.
Mickey, le moment est venu pour notre grand finale.
Si je puis me permettre, c'était vachement bien.
Comme une vache. Merci les amis.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Christmas wishes hiding in your heart, deep inside with all your hopes and Christmas wishes want to be a part of bringing joy to you, making dreams come true. Christmas wishes hiding in your heart, deep inside with all your hopes and Christmas wishes want to be a part of bringing joy to you, making dreams come true.
C'est merveilleux.
City glow as bright as Christmas lights, all because of one of our Prince of Glory, so it lasts forever, all because of one of those Prince of Glory, for Christmas, all because of magical Christmas lights. They're here, yes,
Encore merci à tous et de très belles fêtes de fin d'année.
Thank you everyone and once again, happy holidays!
Merci, c'était formidable. Bonne fête à tous.
Oh, I just loved it. It was so, oh goodness, I can't find the right word.
It was fun!
And also magical.
Happy holidays, everyone! Don't forget to keep singing!
Joyeux Noël.
Joyeuses fêtes de fin d'année. Nous vous souhaitons une excellente journée dans le parc Disneyland. Merry Christmas to all. Enjoy the rest of your day in the Disneyland Park.
I absolutely loved that show. It was so Christmassy, so festive. I loved their costumes. Minnie being a diva, singing All I Want for Christmas Is You was iconic. I was absolutely obsessed. That was so worth the wait. However, that was a long wait. I think I got in the queue about 50 minutes before the show started, and they let us in like 10 minutes before, and I was like, my feet were dead. And it's interesting because I'd popped into the toilets in there, and over an hour before they'd cleared out the seats And they were like, but you can just stand up for a long time. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So my feet are killing me now, so I was like, I have to little sit down because I want to go and watch the parade next. So it's again a lot of standing. And that's what I find. Walking is fine, it's the standing on the spot. That's when the feet start hurting. So I was like, have a little break now, get ready for the parade. People have chosen, we're seeing the parade again, and I'm just very excited to see it from the castle and see the difference. I don't know where the best spot is going to be, but maybe if we can see a cast member, we'll ask them. But it's always fun when it's the first time you see something, you don't quite know what you're going to see, what to expect, where's the best place to stand. So it's all a learning experience. But yeah, it's just been so fun getting to do all the Christmas things today, and Let's Sing Christmas was amazing. Probably my second favourite thing after the parade last night. Amazing. Wow, that parade was something. I'm very confused what's happening. I don't know if last night it started, like the night one starts at the top of Main Street near the train station, but this one started coming from like It's a Small World way and then into the castle hub. The castle show is very, very different because you have the floats that go around the castle hub, and then Mickey and some of his pals will get off and do some performances on the stage. Other people will stay on their floats. I have to say the one last night was so much better for getting to see everyone, because obviously the problem with the castle hub is it's so big, and if you're standing nowhere near the stages you miss all of that part of it. So I definitely think the tree one, and the cast members have told me the tree one's much better, which I totally agree. I think if we're going to do one, do the tree one. I don't know where would be the best place to watch that, because you want to watch the castle, like the castle stages, so you can see Mickey and everyone and the princesses, but you also do want to see the floats, so I don't know where's the best position. But I have to say it was the worst parade experience I've ever had in a Disney park. Like, obviously, parades get super busy because everyone comes to see them, but this one, like, the front line had been there for quite a while, and then like 10 minutes before the show, a bunch of families turned up and got their kids to push through everyone and then stand on the road. So then the cast member came up and was like, you can't stand on the road, we're about to start the parade, you've got to get off the road. So then they were trying to like stand in between the adults' like legs. So the whole time there was like 6 kids pushing, kicking. Honestly, I was so annoyed, and this is the thing that's frustrating. Disney is like everywhere else on earth, it's first come, first served. You don't have priority because you have kids, and I know that is a controversial statement, people do not enjoy it, but it is annoying. You have to get places super early, that is frustrating. But it's that thing of you cannot then force people who've been standing there significantly longer than you to be uncomfortable, to being kicked, to being pushed, to being pulled. Like, it's absolutely wild, and you will not find any people with other families with kids will allow that, and you definitely won't find other adults that will allow it. So it's just control your kids. If you want the front row, you get there early enough. Don't turn up 10 minutes before and expect everyone to accommodate you. And it was horrible. I hated that whole that was such a horrible parade experience. It was just not enjoyable to do. I couldn't focus on what was happening because of all of the jostling, and you just don't see the parade and have the same experience as you do at the end with the I can't even think straight. I'm just like, I'm so frazzled from it all. But yeah, definitely go and see it by the Christmas tree. It's much better. It's a much better experience. You get to fully experience the parade, whereas that I felt like I missed out on parts. So yeah, I'm glad that's over with. And now we're going to go get some food and have a sit down, and that's probably going to be the last thing we get to do. So it's actually kind of sad as well that the last thing was not particularly enjoyable. However, Let's Sing Christmas was amazing, so we'll just think about that and we'll move on from the parade. But it was also that thing of the cast members were actively getting really annoyed with these families, and they kept being like, sort your kids out, and then they were saying to like me and the other people around me, like, are you okay? And it is really nice that they kind of check, but if cast members have to get involved, then you know you're in the wrong. So let's go and calm down now and have a burrito. I haven't been to Casa de Coco for absolutely ages, so let's go in there and have our final meal. It's time for dinner. On my way over here, I did do a mobile order because this is a restaurant where the queue can get very, very long. So I thought this will save us a bit of time. This will be fantastic. So let's pop in and get some dinner. I don't like to do a little rant, so I do apologise because I try and keep the vlogs joyful and upbeat, but it was just so horrific an experience. And I do hear from a lot of people having the same thing, and it's not just Disney adults, it's families, it's anyone who's kind of been waiting, and then let's face it, entitled people turn up and go, we're just doing what we want, and it's like, no, not on my watch. I will not allow this, and we'll all have to be miserable. So yeah, it was just horrific. So it's just that thing of, if people are wanting prime viewing spots, it is very annoying because your feet are hurting because you're stood there for ages. Like, it is not an enjoyable lead up to the experience, but it's just one of those things. To get those prime spots, you have to get there early, and if you try and shove your way forward, literally no one is there that is going to accommodate you or be happy about it. So that's my little rant of the vlog series. But now we're going to calm down. We've got our final meal. But I have got the vegan burrito from Casa de Coco, which is huge. I always forget how big it is. And it's such a great location. Everyone I know has enjoyed eating here. It is one of those things that they're pre-made. So you couldn't, say there was an ingredient you didn't like, you wouldn't be able to order it without it. So it's just, that's something to be aware of. But such good feel. The setting is really, really cute. If you love Coco, you're going to love all of the decor and the photos, the artwork. And it's just sad it's the last meal now. Why is this happening? The stress of eating a burrito is jam-packed. I'm wearing a white top. I'm living on the edge of my nerves, guys. I'm living dangerously. Luckily, I do have clothes to change into if needed. But, you know, living on the wild side. I did it. I managed to eat my food without spilling it on my top. And it's one of those things, like, I'm an adult, so I can eat food without spilling it. But the second you have something white on, it's like it's a magnet for food. So I was very excited that I've come away unscathed. So, successful meal. Really, really tasty. Always such a good meal, and it's one of those things. I think I went through a phase of getting it a lot. And I don't know if you're like me, but I do that. Or at home, I'll cook the same meal over and over and over again. And then just suddenly one day, I'm like, I'm not eating that anymore. And I think that's what happened. I had too many burritos, and then I went, I can't do that anymore. And now I've come back, and I'm like, it's good to be back. I want to get one final ride in before I have to go. The ride wait times are still quite long. I was hoping to go on Pirates because that's normally my first and last ride every trip. I think it's 25 minutes and I wouldn't have time to do that. So I think I might have to head over to Phantom Manor, go and see Melanie one last time. And, you know, what a great final ride. You can't really go wrong with it, can you? It's still super, super fun. But yeah, I hate when it gets to this time because you're like, I don't want to just not take advantage of the fact that I'm still in Disney, but you're also kind of then clock watching and you're like, oh, what have I got time to do? And it's the worst thing, isn't it? Because you're like, I want to squeeze everything I can out of every minute, but I also now have to be at the train station. So I do need to be aware of the time. I also want to give a massive shout out to Ellen and her brand new fiance. It was so wonderful to bump into them in the park and to find out they've just got engaged. And what an amazing way to be celebrating whilst at Disney and getting engaged here. What a memorable trip that's going to be, particularly this time of year where everything's just so pretty. It's like the icing on top. So I want to say a massive congratulations to them and thank you so much for coming to say hello. It's always such a joy and it is so lovely and it probably made my day. So I'm very, very happy for your news and wishing you lots of more magical adventures over the years to come. If only we could get one last ride on Big Thunder, but this guy, he's got too long a queue. So we'll just view it from here. But what a ride. Well, I'm so glad it's back. I've just been thinking about this morning, and can you imagine the horror of if I hadn't double checked the luggage ticket and I'd gone to the train station and my bag wasn't there, it's still at the hotel, because I would not have had enough time to go to the hotel and catch the train, so I would have missed the train and then I would have missed my flight. And it's that thing, if there's anything you're ever a bit curious about, or like, I'm feeling a bit, I'm not sure about that, always double check. And it's sometimes, I know I feel like this, you don't want to look like you're maybe like implying that people don't know what they're doing or something. So you kind of think, oh, this must be right, it's just me, I don't know. But just to give yourself peace of mind, always double check. And I'm lucky because I've done it before. I was like, this isn't the right tag. And it will say Disney luggage on it. So that's something to look out for. But yeah, the stress. I was thinking, oh my God, can you imagine? This would have been an even more stressful ending to the vlog. Can you imagine? You were like, you thought she was ranting about the parade, but she finds out she hasn't got her luggage and she's missed her flight. Always the best thing to see. A 13-minute wait, which normally means it's an absolute walk on. So we're going to have one last house viewing for my potential house. Can you imagine if you went to an architect and went, this is exactly what I want? Oh, the dream. It's quite a bit of a queue, guys. When they said 13 minutes, I thought they were joking, like, oh, it's a walk on, like usual. And I'm like, oh no, there genuinely is an actual queue. The problem is I have to be out of the park in 30 minutes. Do we think we'll have enough time to get on and walk out the park? I might have to keep an eye on it. I might have to duck out the queue. I'll have to see. I'll leave it on a cliffhanger. Okay, so I've had to leave. It was moving really, really slow. Normally you get a lot of people in like the stretching room, so it moves quite quickly. But I don't know why, it was just taking a very long time. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to get out in time. And it's really sad because you're like, I just want one last ride. However, just being in Disney itself is great. And now I have some time to go and take some photos. So let's do that instead. We get to say a proper goodbye to the castle, then head to the train station. Could you also imagine as well the horror if there was a breakdown for some reason and you were stuck for a while and then you're like, oh no, I really shouldn't have done this. So I was like, if everything went to plan, I still don't think I would have been able to leave. But if anything went wrong, the whole day could have got wrong. So I'm like, okay, it's sad, but we've been on it, we've had a good time. We can now go and take all of these great photos, and it's a really nice time of the day actually, the lighting's lovely, so let's do that. I'm still genuinely baffled though, and I'm going to have to look it up about the parade, because do each parade have a different route, or, because it briefly went through my mind and I was like, that would be insane, that's definitely not what's happened, that they have two entirely separate set of floats and characters and performers, and I'm like, they can't do that, because do they have one show happening at the Christmas tree, the other show happening at the castle, and I'm like, they couldn't do that, that would be ridiculous, imagine the cost. But I'm really confused because yesterday at the end of the parade some of the floats did start going down Main Street towards the castle and people were following it, and then today the same thing happened. So it's not like they do like a circle and then go back the way they came. They definitely both head down Main Street, and they couldn't do that because then they'd meet in the middle. And of course you'd then see like two Mickeys in the same place. It would never happen, but I'm just so genuinely confused. The only solution is that it must have two different routes. So I'm going to have to look this up, because I don't know what's happening. I can't make head nor tail of it. Yeah, and it's interesting that it's two completely different experiences. So like I say, if you are here for a longer period of time, it's definitely worth trying different spots so that you can see it in all its different ways. So I've just got enough time to say one final goodbye to the castle, which is always so sad on every single trip, but I will be back. We know we'll be back. But it's just been an amazing trip, so it's always sad to leave when you've been having a great time. But I feel like I've managed to do so much, and so much of the Christmas season, which is what I was so excited for. So I'm not leaving with any regrets, which is great. So the crowd's already gathering because the next parade is starting in about half an hour. So instead of trying to fight my way through everyone, I'm going to cut through the arcade, and that is the best option when it's leading up to parade time or during parade time, because otherwise it's so difficult to get anywhere. So we're going to pop down Discovery Arcade and avoid the struggle bus that would be trying to force our way down Main Street. And instead we'll just have a nice relaxed undercover walk through the arcade. I also like these arcades because I think they're just really, really beautiful. And it's good to know that actually all of the shops and stuff you can enter through the arcades themselves. You don't have to just go down Main Street. So say there is a parade on, you're thinking, oh gosh, I can't get to that shop. Go to an arcade and then you can go in the back door and you'll be absolutely fine. You can get in there and have a little browse, and it'll probably be quiet because everyone's watching the parade. The most important thing is for me to be on this side, because once they have to start cutting people off, you will not be able to cross the road. And if you need to exit, the worst thing possible is that you are stuck and you literally cannot cross. So just be mindful of that. If you want to watch the parade just before leaving, be sure to be on the side which is closest to the train station sort of thing, so that you don't have to cross any roads and you can just exit as soon as you need, because yeah, you don't want to be getting trapped. I've got time for one final look at the Christmas tree and the Christmas decorations, and it's so nice actually because it's starting to get dark, so everything's lit up now and it's just perfection. Alas, my trip has now come to an end, but what an amazing trip it was. First up, staying at Sequoia Lodge was amazing. It was the perfect hotel for winter. It was so pretty, so cozy, and I absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait to stay there again once the renovations have been done, because I have fallen in love with this hotel. It was amazing, and the Christmas season at Disneyland Paris is definitely the best time to visit. Disney is always so amazing and feels so wonderful, and there's a definite atmosphere. However, the Christmas season, it feels even more magical. I think my highlights for me were Let's Sing Christmas and seeing the parade near the Christmas tree. They were just amazing. I love seeing all the decorations, particularly at night when everything's lit up. I loved meeting Santa and Mrs Claus, and there's just so many things going on. There's so many things to do and experience. I didn't even get to do all of them. So this was just amazing, and I think if you're going to come any time of the year, Christmas season is the best if you're wanting it to be extra special. So thank you so much for watching this series. There will be more Disney vlogs coming in 2026, which is very exciting. Of course, we know it's going to be a big year for Disneyland Paris, which is going to be awesome. And in between then, I'm still going to be doing planning videos. So if you want tips and tricks to help you visit the Disney parks like a pro, do look out for them. And of course, I've got previous vlog series at Disneyland Paris, Disney World and Disneyland in California if you'd like to see some more. But thank you so much for watching once again, and until next time, I hope you have a most magical day. Bye bye.